Sunday the 27th. I think I've already eaten about 45 turkey sandwiches, Griffin. I think I'm tryptophan out. Call the medics immediately. Check my cholesterol. The Broncos, somebody needs to check them. Do they have a pulse? They were headed into Carolina where Sammy Darnold Jr. is getting the start. Apparently, the man can sing, he can dance, and he's been said to be able to throw the football, but I'm not so sure. I haven't seen it in a while. Griffin, what's your take on this? The All-American Russell Wilson still scheduled to play, from my understanding.
Right. I mean, talk about a bummer of a football game. This one we get on Sunday, not a good one. I mean, the Broncos at this point, I think, are lining up Latavius Murray as RB1. That's interesting. I hope I picked him up on my fantasy team, though. I used the number one waiver on him, so I'm hoping he comes through this week. I mean, he might be their entire offense. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten there. I think the Broncos win this game. I think they have a few more playmakers. Carolina's a dumpster fire. They don't know who the quarterback is. I'm trusting the experienced Russell Wilson to win this game.
I'm going to go against the grain, Griffin. I think this is a game that Sam Darnold's hair gel is going to take over. I think this guy is ready, and this is a game that if he wins, just saying,
no,
this is a good resume builder for Monster.com. No official affiliation with Wenz World. However, we are accepting sponsorships at the time. Hit us up. Buccaneers at Browns. That's some alliteration. I like that. Bucks are coming back. Like I said, Griffin, they're that team. They're going to be there, and they're on the up. They're on the climbing up the mountain towards that leftover turkey sandwich. 5-5 on the road at Cleveland. I got to take the Bucks on the road, Griffin. No reason not to.
Yeah, you got to go with the Bucks in this game. Here they come. You know, look out. They got the rookie running back. I think they're naming him the starter at this point. I mean, when does Gronk rejoin the team? I mean, it's a matter of time, right? And, I just thought of this. Is Odell, why isn't he rumored to go to Tampa? I think that'd be a great pickup for them.
Everybody's talking about Dallas and Odell. I
right,
think Tampa's
Dallas, even the Giants. Tampa, I mean, that immediately shoots them up the ranks, I think, if they get Odell. So who knows? Look out for them. Here comes Tom Brady once again. They're going to win this game, and they'll be in the mix come January.
Could you imagine if Odell went back to the Giants, what that would look like for him? Like, that would be like so weird. Be like getting divorced and then remarrying the same person, then going back to the in-laws' house for Thanksgiving after the fallout last year. Could you pass the pie, Dad?
He should debut for one of the teams on Thanksgiving, the Giants or the Cowboys. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
And he runs out and then, I don't know, does some type of dramatic switch. He has a Cowboys jersey on, but then rips it off. There's a Giants jersey underneath, and he's really on the Giants, or I don't know.
Like a good old fashioned wrestling match where they change sides in the middle of the match. I like it.
Right.
Like Dak could throw a pick six, and all of a sudden he's like, meant to, sucker, and he pulls off his jersey, and I love that. That's like XFL 2.0. I'm gonna get on the horn with Vince McMahon right after the show. Let's make it happen. Yeah, Bucks are gonna be hot. And if I were Odell, I'm sorry, but I mean, obviously I'd rather play under Jalen Hurts, but if I had a second choice, it would be Tom Brady. So both of us are taking the Bucks on the road. The Ravens. Okay, can I just say that I don't believe the fake news media, Pro Football Focus. I don't care what they say, who's number one, who's number two. I know for sure that the Baltimore Ravens are above the 8 or 9 spot that they got shown this morning as of this recording, the day before Thanksgiving. That's insane. This is such a good team. Listen, and I'm not a Lamar Jacksonite, but let's be honest, this team is good, and they're that AFC team. Look out. Here comes Baltimore, 7-3. And we thought highly of Jacksonville, but unfortunately, Griffin, they are who many thought they were at 3-7, the reciprocal of Baltimore. Who you got this week in this matchup?
I like the Jaguars in this game. I think Baltimore is a fraud. They're a typical Baltimore team. They're going to win more games than they're going to lose. They're going to make the playoffs, and they're going to be out in the first or second round. They're not on the same par as the Chiefs or Bills. That's the reality. They're not in the upper echelon of the AFC. And I think the Jags, this is a big game for them. At this point, they got to be looking towards next year. I think Trevor and his boy ETN are going to get things going. They're going to score a lot of points. I like the Jags in a shootout.
Wow. I'm going Balti on the road, big time there. Let's continue at the 1-8-1. They got that one tie, Griffin. That's good for them. Houston taking it on the road to South Beach, playing the Dolphins at 7-3. Some would say, Griffin, that this could be a trap game, right? The human element. You're at home. What were you doing the night before? You know, hey, we're playing the Texans. Next round's on me. I know how that goes, and I'm sure that there's a good bit of that happening right now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, friends of the Wenz, I am calling an upset special. The Houston Texans, yes, that's right. The Houston Texans will get a win at Miami this week. What say you?
Wow. I forgot to mention when I mentioned the Chiefs and the Bills being, the upper echelon of the AFC, I think the Dolphins belong there too. The Ravens don't. The Dolphins do belong there. The Dolphins are going to win this game. They might score 60 points against the Texans on Sunday. It won't even be close. Dolphins are, man, I love that team. They're going to win.
All right, I like it. 3-8 Bears taking on the 6-4 the Jets, right? We thought so, like, oh, here come the Jets. Look out. And now there's some shakeup. Salah's committal, then non-committal, the average guy, right? Talking about his quarterback, old Zachy boy. I don't know what to think there. Wilson looks confused. He looks disoriented. Looks like he's concussed. I'll tell you what, this is a game that the Bears can win, but won't win in my view. I'm taking the Jets at home to get their act together this Sunday. What do you think?
I agree with you. I think it was a wake-up call last week for the Jets. They know, hey, they're still right there. They, their playoff hopes are still alive. Whether it's going to be Flacco or Zach this week, who knows? Flacco might give them a better chance to win right now. It's not a bad football team. Robert Saleh has them playing great defense. They have just enough offensive weapons. I think it was a wake-up call last week. This is a very winnable game for them. I like the Jets.
Here's one that Cincinnati needs, but probably won't get. They're on the road against Tennessee. 6-4. They started out so bad, and here they come. I'm just saying, they're right there. I don't know what to think, though, Griffin. I feel like this is fool's gold right now. I don't know. Get back to me in a couple weeks. At me in week 13 or 14. But for right now, I'm going to take the Titans at home. What do you think?
Ooh, the Titans, they're doing what they do, man, don't they? They do this every year. They've got, I think, that rookie Treylon Burks. Is that his name? I think he's back this week.
Nice.
I mean, he's their, they envision him being their number one wide receiver for years to come. I think I'm with you. I think the Titans in this game too. I think this is a game the Titans have had circled. They know if they win this game, they're looking pretty for the playoffs. I like the Titans in this game.
Can I just say I'm going to eat some humble pie? I'm already so full, and I might regret this decision, but I'm going to take a hearty helping because the commies beat the undefeated. Now there are no undefeated teams. They took it to us, man. Listen, they exposed the one weakness that the Eagles had. Now through the magic and the Jedi mind tricks of Howie Roseman, he's been able to sign Ndamukong Suh, Linval Joseph. You got Jordan Davis coming back, and now Eagles are back to their winning ways. They beat your Super Bowl favorite Colts last week. Things aren't looking great for Indianapolis. We'll get to them eventually. But the Commanders, I want to give them credit because they're winning games, Griffin, and they're winning it with my guy, Heineke, and he's doing it. And now the Falcons are on the road, and they're that team that was doing it. Now they're doing this bit, and I don't know what to think. And they're 5-6. Griffin, what's your read on this game?
I think the Commanders keep it going for another week. I think they get it done. This magic is only going to last so long. It's not going to propel them into the playoffs or beyond. But again, the schedule works in their favor this week. I think I like the Commanders in this game.
I'm going to take the Commanders. I don't like them at all. I believe they will beat the Falcons. The 5-5 Chargers. Can the Chargers figure out, first of all, where they're from and are they a good football team? Can we get those two questions answered? Then we'll move on. Okay, no answer. We'll still move on. They're on the road taking on an even more disheveled Cardinals team who got embarrassed last week by your boys. I don't even know what to think about this game. I feel like this is one the Bolts should win easily, but now you got Kyler not playing. That may give Arizona a better chance. I don't know what to think. I want to know what you think first, sir.
No, I think the Chargers are going to win this game. They're the better football team. The Cardinals are a mess. There's reports coming out this week of them dismissing coaches for doing inappropriate things. Kingsbury has no control. He's lost control of the whole organization. I mean, what's going on with Kyler? It's a total train wreck. The Chargers are who the Chargers have always been, right? Like they lose frustrating games. They lose in frustrating ways. No matter who the head coach is, it just does. I mean, they have a great offense. They play good enough defense. I think they'll win this game handedly. I think we'll see again. You saw how the Niners took care of the Cardinals on Monday Night Football. I think we'll see the Chargers do something similar. Their offense is, not as good as the Niners, but pretty darn good. The Cardinals won't be able to stop them.
Yeah, who do they have? Colt McCoy starting or something in Arizona?
Or Colt McCoy, sunburned Colt McCoy. I mean, they showed him compared to Jimmy Garoppolo. There's no comparison.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. You convinced me. The 3-7 Raiders. The Raiders. They're so bad. They're headed into Seattle. And Seattle they're that team. Like, I don't know. They're there and 6-4, Griffin, and they're hanging on. They managed to win games that matter. This is one they should win. It's at home. I believe the Seahawks win this game. If they lose this game, they don't belong in the conversation. And Geno Smith is who we thought he was. For now, Geno's like, who is this Geno Smith guy? Like, where'd he come? Geno 2.0. Here we go.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the Seahawks get it done at home. There's no reason to go against them at this point, right?
Yeah, if they lose this game, though, we're going to pile on so hard next week.
I hope they do lose. I mean, I hope they lose, but I don't think they will.
Speaking of a team that will probably lose, like they've been doing a lot of recently, 3-7, not who anybody thought they were. I thought they'd be 7-3 at this point. A lot of people did, but they're taking on a Kansas City team who is where they thought they would be. I'm messing up pronouns, Griffin, but you get where I'm going here. My point is that Kansas City, though they started slow and struggled, they've managed to be who the Chiefs are. They figure it out. They have a quarterback that's freaking good, and they have coaches that know what to do.
Yeah.
God, this is going to be really ugly for the Rams, like really ugly for them. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, it seems like someone lost control with the Rams. I'm not sure what's going on. A weird transaction this week, releasing Darrell Henderson when he's been by far your best running back. I mean, it's not saying much, but he's still been the better running back out of the group they've had. You got to wonder if Sean McVay, if he's regretting not taking some TV money and just, why win the Super Bowl at 30 something, go make $20 million a year doing TV for the next 20 years.
Yep.
I mean, that seemed like an obvious choice. I mean, how many Super Bowls can you win? It's tough to win another one. It's tough. And I think he's finding that out. They, them, the Chiefs, whatever you want to call them, thems are going to get it done. They're going to score a lot of points. And they're going to win the game.
Yeah, it's going to be bad. Over under a 30-point victory.
I'd go over.
Yeah, me too. The 4-7 Saints, a team that I thought was going to be really good. They're heading into San Fran, baby. They're taking on your 6-4 Niners who are on the come up. Look out. Listen, they're one of those teams, dude. Like I'm worried. I'm a little worried. Not the Eagles will beat them handily. I'm not worried about that. But for the other teams that may have to play them, look out, because they're hot right now. And Kittle's coming on. And when Jimmy G doesn't do that one stupid throw a game that he does in the second half when it matters most, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be just fine. And this is a game they'll be just fine in. New Orleans is a freaking train wreck. What is going on down there? I feel bad for everybody, especially Kamara. I'm going to take the Niners to win big again. What say you?
Yeah, I think the Niners, like you said, they're clicking at the right time. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's back. That offense is explosive. So many weapons. There's not a team, at least in the NFC, who can compete with them. That's a fact. And they will easily win this game against the Saints.
The Sunday night special, baby. Aaron Rodgers he's not the Rodgers that I know.
Doing on Sunday Night Football. Why is this game not flexed out?
What would you rather have in this spot?
Niners Saints.
Sure. So the Packers are headed into Philly, and this is a game that, listen, if Green Bay, and this is it seems like impossible, but if there's one man, Griffin, if there's one man that can throw the Hail Mary prayer up and have it answered, by golly, George, it is Aaron, whatever his middle name is, Rodgers, because this guy's a winner. And until he blows this year, if the wheels fall off, then so be it. But I don't see it happening. I could see this being a game that Philly has problems with. Not enough to lose. I think Philly's going to win, but I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have one of those games that he always has against the Eagles. That 2-second drop back, boom, boom, boom. He doesn't have the same weapons as he's had, but Philly's had a lot of problems against Aaron Rodgers, and I think they're going to struggle. I think they're going to outscore the Packers. Final score 35-31, something like that. But he's going to put up some points against them. I take Philly at the end of the day, though. What do you think?
I'm taking the Packers in this game. Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers under the big lights. He's got Christian Watson now. He finally found his wide receiver that he likes. The guy, he's had a coming out party the past few weeks. Packers get it done on the big stage. Look out. Here they come. Could they still make a run at the playoffs? I don't know. Vikings collapsing, Packers coming on strong. Never count Aaron Rodgers out. Like he has always said, everyone needs to RELAX. I mean, look on paper. Who are you taking? You taking Aaron Rodgers, or are you taking the overrated Jalen Hurts? You're taking Aaron Rodgers.
But see, it's bigger than that.
Rodgers every single time.
Okay, but let me ask you this question.
Reigning MVP.
Are you serious? Jalen Hurts is the MVP running this year. This year, not last year. Last year.
I don't know. I mean, you got at this point, you have to throw Jimmy Garoppolo in the mix.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm serious.
Let's really think about what we're saying right now. I know you're excited. I get it. The Braves won 772 days ago. I get it. I would be too. But here's the thing. It's a new day. First of all, the Eagles are 9-1, Griffin. They're good. And it's
what happened in their last game? What happened in their last game?
They won. They beat the Colts.
Yeah, that doesn't count. They played Jeff Saturday. What happened in the last real football game when they played a team that had a head coach that is competent?
They lost. I already covered that.
Yeah, there we go.
How many games has your team lost to incompetent coaches?
0.
What are you talking about? Listen, we're not doing this. You have a dentist appointment. I don't want to make you late because you still have to pay the copay. But the bottom line is, Griffin, I think your pick here Sunday night is based out of just hatred and just spite. And you just want to at me, bro. It's okay. YOLO. I get it. But the bottom line is Philly's not losing this game. And we will talk about that next week. But we have one more game to get to this week before the end. And that is the 3-7 Steelers taking on the aforementioned Colts. You like Jeff Saturday. I mean, he's got like he looks like he wears like Green Day eyeliner, but he looks like a friendly guy.
Yeah, I love Jeff Saturday. He's great. I think he's gonna coach these guys to victory on Monday night. Steelers aren't good. I mean, George Pickens, I love that guy, man. That guy's made some incredible catches.
Yeah.
I wish he was on a good team.
So does he.
Yeah. I think Matt Ryan, Jeff Saturday, and the Colts get a little victory on Monday night.
Okay. What was it earlier this year? What was it that was said about Matt Ryan? He's not going to be the starter the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe they should revisit that. I'm just saying, like, what's the purpose? Like, what are you winning with him? You're not winning games with him. He's not a game changer. He's a game manager, and he's like a shift manager at Walmart who doesn't pay attention to half the things.
Whoa, too soon.
Oh, yeah, but that wasn't directed at that. Come on. That was okay. I'll edit that out. God. I can't say anything without, remember the tragedy of 3 weeks. The Kmart. He's like a Kmart assistant manager, not paying attention to anything. And that's why they went out of business, Griffin. Bad business practices. You got a bad quarterback, Matt Ryan, 28-3. But here we are, Thanksgiving week. I'm so thankful. I just want to say this. I'm not going to go on Facebook and things I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for Radio Griff. I'm thankful for the 12 of you who listen to the show consistently. Thank you. And tell your friends and your foes and everybody in between. We serve atheists, agnostics, Adventists, and adventurers here. Even if you live on the edge of the aforementioned, we welcome you here to Wenz World. Thank you, Radio Griff. We will never, ever leave without the sage lyrical wisdom of half dead, half alive, zombie Tom Petty.
As Aaron Rodgers will be telling Jalen Hurts after the game, don't come around here no more.